Good morning. Welcome back to Growing Roots. Today is a foggy day. Come on, Millie. It's a little bit chilly too, and dreary. Today is day 3 of my health journey. Yeah. I gotta get the chickens some fresh water and we'll start the day. I am so thankful for water. In this really cold spell that we had, and when we got the freezing rain and snow, our pipes froze. And I mean, immediately, like the first day. I mean, we've usually doesn't happen the first day, but it did. So we worked on that, and then after that, the tank valve, they froze, and so we had to work on thawing them out. And we are still in the camper, as you guys can see, but more on that story later. I will update you guys on what's been going on with that. But I think they're pretty happy now. So I just want to touch base and just talk about how I've been feeling and everything. This morning was pretty rough, not like as far as like being tired. It's hard to explain. Like, I was tired but not sleepy feeling, if that makes sense. So so for some reason the past week, my elbows have been really hurting, and so I don't know what's going on with that. So let's see here, looking at my journal. And so yesterday, wow, yesterday my weight was 265.4. This morning when I weighed, 269.6. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, look at Millie. She's sitting all majestic and pretty. But, so I don't know what that's about. Anyways, last night I did make it to bed early, 9:15. I was exhausted last night though. Yesterday was laundry day, so I did a lot of running around and I got my walking in, so that was good. And it's supposed to be very nice today, like low 70s. So hopefully I can get out there this afternoon and do intentional walking versus walking for trying to get the birds. Instead of just walking because of a reason for like laundry. But anyways, so we talked about this last night during dinner. It hit us because we had leftovers again for dinner, which was chicken soup. And one bird had provided 3 meals, and we still have some of that broth left over. And so we're planning on just drinking that today. But we're like, you know, this is like, even if we, because this chicken we're still eating on from our local farmer where we get our raw milk as well. And so, but you know, they're more pricey than what you can get at the store, you know, the non-organic and pasture raised. And so, you know, before we started this, you know, we were like, well, how can we afford that? Well, last night we're like, well, this is, so for 2 of us, so that worked out to 6 meals. 6 meals. So I think that chicken that we got, I think it was about $20. I don't remember how much it was, but I mean, that is pretty good. I mean, that's cheaper than what you can get at the restaurant, you know, going out to eat. And so, and it's very nutritious for you. So, but anyways, so I was exhausted last night. So it was real easy for me to get into bed at a decent time. I still, well, it's my goal of 9 o'clock to get into bed. We have newbie roosters. Why does it always seem to happen, like whenever you hatch eggs? In this case too, we had a hen go broody. And why, like, do you get so many roosters? I mean, can anybody tell me that? If you know, please tell me in the comments, because I'm sure it's probably something everybody would do if they knew. But you know, one thought did cross my mind was, one time, was, you know, I've heard it say that, you know, like in human world, that, you know, men carry like the dominant gene. So is that the case with roosters? You know, are they, you know, did our rooster throw rooster genes out there? Anyways, back to what I was saying. So it really wasn't too big of a problem for me to get into bed early last night. I still took intentional time to read a book. So it's not sleep time whenever I say I go into bed at 9:15. I do try to get in 30 minutes or so of reading. I do need to work on cutting back my blue light at night, because getting up at 5, it has just been a struggle. But I did make it. I did achieve getting up at 5 a.m. again this morning. We did have breakfast already, which I was hungry, I think. And I know that sounds crazy, like, you know, well, do you know if you're hungry or not? But being intentional and trying to listen to your body and what your body actually wants, it's not that easy for me. Because usually I'm just all about like, okay, what do I got to do? Like, what's the next thing that I got to do? And always thinking about the next thing. I have a real hard time of living in the moment. And so that's something that I'm working on too, is trying to live in the moment. So, so I was tired, and elbows aren't hurting as bad right now as they were yesterday. So I've noticed that I am really gassy and I'm really bloated, but I also, okay, this might be too much information, TMI, you might need to close your ears, but you know, this is for the benefit of health here. I haven't had a BM in 3 days, so that may be my problem. But anyways, that's not common though, or that is common from what I've read, for all of this to be occurring. And this, we haven't even started fully on GAPS yet. This is just us beginning to incorporate healthy fats, animal fats, into our diet, and including broth and not going out to eat. I mean, this is the 3rd day. That has been a goal of ours for a very long time, is to not eat out, not spending that money. And see, we would be saving too, like that way, because instead of the money, like if we look at it like that, you know, talking about being able to afford eating this way, well, how much did we spend last month on going out to eat? And just incorporating that amount, like not even using that full amount that we used to go out to eat with, and just using some of it and getting high quality nutritional food, it's going to work out. It's going to balance out. In fact, we're still going to be saving money, I guarantee you. So that might actually be an upcoming video soon. I do keep track monthly of our monthly expenses, of how much we spend going out to eat and how much we spend on groceries and gas and all of that. So that's interesting. That is something that I'm interested in looking into later. So so yesterday was pretty bad with being tired, but like I said, I was more active yesterday doing laundry. So yeah. All right, well, I don't know if you guys seen our chickshaw, but it's not finished. I mean, it is finished as far as building wise, but I got that paint to test it out and see if I like the color, and I do. And now we just got to remove the wheels and finish the paint. And then I also want to paint the roof black. I think that would just look like a classy home for my girls. And the girls that we have, they're lavender Orpingtons. I don't know if you've heard of lavender Orpingtons before. We got them thinking that they would be like the buffs. Oh, good girl. We got 5 eggs yesterday. 5 eggs. That is exciting because they have been on strike, but yesterday was beautiful. So but anyways, so these lavender Orpingtons, we thought, because we've had buff Orpingtons before, they're the yellow ones, you know, and so we thought that they would be like that because they're in that class. Well, they are sweet, like them and everything, but one thing that we've noticed is they haven't been as efficient, I feel like, with egg laying. I feel like we haven't got as much eggs with them, Millie, as we did with our buffs. Millie! Well, I think I'm gonna have to go find her. So, oh, there she is. There you are. Want to tell them hi? Say hi. Say hi. Well, that's it for today. I will hop on tomorrow and give an update on tomorrow. So today's day 3, tomorrow will be day 4, of course. All right, so hope everybody has a blessed and wonderful day that the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in it. Good to see y'all again today. Talk to you soon. Bye.